Here we go for day number 9 of our devotional series. I hope you can appreciate my approach here. I'm really only have my Bible really in front of me and a few notes here and there, but I really am trying to keep this personal because that's what it was for me. I want it to be personal for you. And this particular gem comes after what I call an RSVP required by wisdom in Proverbs chapter 9. And if it's okay, I'm going to read those first few verses before we get to the gem. It says this, 9 verse 1, "Wisdom has built her house. She has hewn out her 7 pillars. She has prepared her food. She has mixed her wine. She has also set her table. She has sent out her maidens. She calls from the tops of the heights of the city. Whoever is naive, let him turn and hear. To him who lacks understanding, she says, 'Come, eat of my food and drink of the wine I have mixed. Forsake your folly and live, and proceed in the way of understanding.'" It's as if, it really is, that Solomon is writing here, listen, here's the invitation. Wisdom is all set for you to come and sit at the table and to reap the benefits of what is being offered here. And it gives a beautiful picture of the home being built and the table being set and invitations going out. Now it's time for the RSVP. What's your response? What do you say when wisdom calls and when understanding raises her voice? Well, we know that these 2 words that are connected to heart, Solomon places throughout the Proverbs in strategic places. And I'm going to get to that verse. I just had to, before I get to that verse, however, ask you the question. Have you yet RSVP'd and said, "Yes, wisdom, I'm coming. I'm here. I'm ready. We can make ourselves companions." Hopefully that is what you've done. Now, the gem that Solomon puts in here is really quite interesting. It's a bit of a shift, but I want to do something if I can. I want to read some other verses connected to this verse. In 9 verse 10, this is our gem verse, Proverbs 9:10. "The fear of Jehovah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." I want to do something. When I was going through this, I thought of you. I really did. As I mentioned in the introduction, I've gone through Proverbs so many times and have always taken little nuggets here and there, but I've never really asked the question that I asked after going through a couple times, which was, where did Solomon get this from? And that led me down this path that literally he places these key words in strategic places throughout Proverbs. But there's another thing here that I just have to share with you. He says that the fear of Jehovah is the beginning of wisdom. And that is the word yirah, fear. It's a noun. It's in the feminine, and for those who don't know much about that, that's okay if you want to. I love the fact that I can always offer to people to go through our biblical Hebrew course now that that's done, or watch scripture bites to get excited or motivated about it. Some people are going to choose to do that, some are not. But I think that what we have here is an opportunity to take this information and ask, what more is there for us beyond just what's at the ground level, if I can say, what's underground. And so one of the things I want to do is I want to just divert a little bit from what we're doing and give you some verses on the times that we see this phrase, the fear of Jehovah. There are actually 22 occurrences in the Tanakh. 14 of those times are in Proverbs. Now, what I'd like to do is I want to look at the ones that are in Proverbs, and I'm going to read these just the way I see them in the NASB. Proverbs 1 verse 7, "The fear of Jehovah is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction." 2 verse 5, "Then you will discern the fear of Jehovah and discover the knowledge of God." 8:13, "The fear of Jehovah is to hate evil. Pride and arrogance and the evil way and the perverted mouth I hate." 9 verse 10, "The fear of Jehovah is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." And of course, within that gem, we have the word wisdom. 10:27, "The fear of Jehovah prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be shortened." 14:26, "In the fear of Jehovah, there is strong confidence, and his children will have refuge. Or 14:27, the fear of Jehovah is a fountain of life, that one may avoid the snares of death. 15:16, better is a little with the fear of Jehovah than great treasure and turmoil without it. 15:33, the fear of Jehovah is the instruction for wisdom, and before honor comes humility. 16:6, by loving kindness and truth iniquity is atoned for, and by the fear of Jehovah one keeps away from evil. And finally, 19:23, the fear of Jehovah leads to life, so that one may sleep satisfied, untouched by evil. I would encourage you to look at the other times that we find fear of Jehovah outside the book of Proverbs. But I really think it's interesting that Solomon, of the 22 occurrences, 14 of them are in the book of Proverbs. I think he's trying to tell us something. And of course, we have here that the fear of Jehovah is, again, the important part of it. It is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. So I would encourage you to continue to dig with me. I would encourage you to check other verses. I would love to even hear from you in the comments if you'd like to make comments about something else that you found as a result of these gems. And let me be very, very clear. I'm giving the one gem that has at least the word wisdom, and oftentimes the word wisdom and understanding, and even sometimes the word heart, wisdom and understanding. But there are other verses that are connected within Proverbs that may be a blessing for others to hear. So if you're so moved, please feel free to leave a comment. In the meantime, I would like to encourage you to keep digging. This is Proverb Pearls, and I am your friend and host, Keith Johnson.